I'm pretty sure this will make people at least pause for a moment and think, what exactly is that? Is that really a ruby? Is that really some gemstones? Hey guys, welcome again. So today I have one of my own original idea for this video. I thought it on my own, didn't research if it exists or not, so I'm guessing that it's an original idea. And it's amazing. Using just dry fruit, I will try to create a gemstone look. What I used was just mobile light and macro lens. Even if you don't have macro lens, click with your 50mm f1.8 and try to zoom in as much as possible, crop in as much as possible. I'm still here because you're not subscribing, so please subscribe the channel so that I get inspired and create even more content. And now let's continue.
Okay, so now let's talk about how you will expose your shots. So based on which dry fruit you are using, they will have different density. And this is my setup which I am using mounted on a tripod so that you have as minimal shake as possible. And there is my mobile phone with just one LED flash where I have placed my dry fruits. So I have used different dry fruits. This is some of the cut. I think it's papaya dry fruit or apricot, dried apricot. And then there are cranberries and cherries, which were the best of mine. Let's have a look. So the cranberry, as you can see, the density of the cranberry is kind of high, or you can say it's also a lot in dark color. So I have to probably increase my exposure overall. Now this is that cut papaya dried fruit, and again I'm changing my exposure because it's kind of too bright. And then goji berries, which were not too well suited for this purpose, or maybe raisins. Again, I think this is the cranberry only. I had some blueberries also, so probably there might be some blueberry. And this is the same apricot, which looks good. Now as you can see, I'm changing the exposure based on which dry fruit I'm using. If my shutter speed or my setting is too high so that the highlights are all blown up, you will not get those details, those sharp looks. So you have to make sure that you have to balance your exposure. And I can use my secondary light to give some shades, but for the shoot I decided not to use it. Now if you're thinking that why not expose it with another light to expose some of those edges, trust me, it will not look good because it will reveal that it's a dry fruit rather than it's a gemstone. So as you can see, avoid using this. So here you can see that I'm giving a little bit more texture to this whole overall composition by those rims of that glass back surface of my mobile. So when it's exposing, those rims kind of illuminate. Now finally talk about this reflection shot, and I love it because it kind of gives that realistic 3D feel to that whole gemstone. And so since the back of my mobile is kind of almost dark with small patches, I can use it as a black reflective mirror. And that's exactly what I'm doing. In order to get this reflection shot, you have to place your camera angle almost 30 to 45 degree from your dry fruit, or basically your subject, to get that reflection. So 45 degree would be good enough to try first. And based upon which dry fruit you are using, you will have to adjust your exposure. Those cherries, dried cherries, were almost best. Now I also manually adjusted the whole overall look and feel by removing the saturation and then giving them separate colors in the lookup in Lightroom.
I think it was pretty good. The people I showed, they were really impressed. Okay, you can actually do that with just dry fruits. I also put some efforts editing these photos to create those crisp gemstone cut like appeal and look. And so if you want to see that process of how I did that, let me know in the comment section. I will create a video out of that and maybe even share a preset or two. So with that in mind, let's wrap this up. And if by chance you decide to do this shoot on your own, please tag me on the Instagram, which I will link down in the description. And also please subscribe, guys, because if you will subscribe, I will keep on thinking about those original ideas, and maybe, who knows, we all can learn a thing or two from each other and get some ideas from you and create videos out of that. So please subscribe, it helps me a lot to motivate. And now there is a helicopter, and so I will wrap this up video. See you again, see you soon, guys. Bye.